In this survey, are the participants more likely to be a student, teacher, non-teaching staff, working young professionals or working ages 20 to 29, and working professionals ages 30 and up? As we can observe in the circle graph, a student has the highest percentage with 69.6%, while non-teaching staff and working young professionals or working ages 20 to 29 has the identical percentage of 8.7%, while working professionals ages 30 and up has the 8.6%. Lastly is the teacher with the 4.7% of vote.
To determine how people use their email, do they receive spam messages? Do they get email from strangers? Or are they protecting their computers by using antivirus detection? We have here a bar graph to help us determine on what status in terms of technology are they encountering. As you can see in the picture and question, how do you often use your email? Most of them answered sometimes. There are 13 respondents answered sometimes, 3 respondents answered most of the time, and 7 answered always. On the other hand, in question, do you get spam email? There are 2 respondents answered never. 13 respondents answered sometimes, 4 respondents answered always and most of the time. And in the question, do you get emails from strangers in Facebook? And most of them answered sometimes. There are 17 respondents answered sometimes, 4 respondents answered never, and only 1 answered always and most of the time. In the question, do you update your computer's antivirus? 8 respondents answered sometimes, 6 respondents answered most of the time, 5 respondents answered always, and 4 respondents answered never. And the last question, how often does your computer antivirus detect malwares? 6 of them answered never, 5 of them answered always, 7 of them answered sometimes, and 5 of them answered most of the time. And I asked one of the respondents a 2 question, and these are, why do you always use your email? This is her answer. For me, email can be a wonderful tool if used properly. We use email as a communication channel in our workplace, even more now that more employees are working remotely. But it's important to consider its limitations and not overload your employees' inboxes. Email is typically a form of one-way communication, meaning it does not allow for an immediate exchange of ideas like calls, in person, or online virtual meetings do. Aside from using email as a logistics and project coordination tool, it's best used as follow-up meetings to recap concepts, agreement, and gain alignment between groups. My last question to her is, what did you feel receiving an email to a stranger's? Her answer is, what makes me stop reading an email from a stranger if I decide to read it is the length of the message itself and if it makes sense. If it's too long, I would probably just skim through it. If something catches my interest, I reply. If I'm not interested, I still take an effort to reply because I just want to acknowledge the person who made an effort to email me.